If you'd like to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button to stay on top of the market news. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMtrading. Today's November 4th, 2020, and today is Wednesday morning, so it's the day after the election, but guess what? They're still counting on the last swing states. Now, before we jump into reviewing exactly what those swing states are, looking at the economic events of the day, there's no major events scheduled for today, but the markets remain volatile and with no direction. Okay, Dow Jones and the NASDAQ in a 600 to 500 point range, while the Forex market's also trading in a range as well. Gold volatile but with no direction, and oil continues to rally with the hopes that Donald Trump will take the presidency. Stocks bounce, but there's still no direction, like I said. And so Bitcoin also still very strong on the upper range as it's looking like a safe haven. But let's take a look at a electoral college vote map to try to see what's going on in the U.S. elections. So we're looking at the map, and this is exactly what I said on Facebook Live, and Couple mentioned it a couple of times, is that if you look at the outer perimeters of the United States on the East Coast and the West Coast, you see that they're mostly blue states. That's Democrat states. And then in the middle, in the Southern Belt and in the middle Midwest, you have mostly red, which constitutes some of the major Republican states. Now, there's a few surprises here, okay? Number one, Florida went to Donald Trump, which was a big deal. Texas also went to Florida to Donald Trump. Now, there's 4 states that are still pending review: Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina, and Georgia, that could still potentially go to Donald Trump and put this to bed. As it stands right now, Joe Biden leads him by 238 points to 213 points. Still Nevada coming in with its last vote. So this is still pending, okay? And this could turn ugly because it could take into 2, 3, 4, 5 days, maybe a week later, as to when they're going to actually accept these mail-in ballots, which are coming in later. So this is something to ponder for now. Okay, just keep that on your radar. Now, looking at the markets, let's take a look. This is what I call no rhyme, no rhythm type of trading, but it really tremendous opportunities, to tell you the truth. I mean, we sunk down to 116.12 yesterday from 117.66. That's almost 150 pip move on the euro. Okay, but you look at that and you say, wow, that is great volatility. And so if you're just trading the momentum, you could chase in these type of environments. Okay, looking at the Aussie dollar as well, and looking at the Rand. Okay, it did look like it was breaking that 1620-ish level, but making an about face back to 1623. So as we're looking at the dollar, just really very volatile with no rhyme, no reason, and no direction until something happens with the elections. Now, looking at gold, this was kind of interesting because we hit a high of 1909 yesterday. Okay, we even spiked it to 1914, but mostly 1909, which are resistance-ish area, we hit it and we recoiled down to 1888. Now, this could continue going down to 1877. That's really, it's a choppy market right now, so you want to play the extremities, okay? So I wouldn't jump into it right away because this is the middle of the move, but as it gets closer to 1871, it could be something that gets interesting. Now, looking at oil trading at 38.54, just giving up a few cents here today, but altogether a nice little rally yesterday as it continues going to its resistance-ish level at $39 a barrel. Now, jumping into the Dow Jones, this has really been the major one to really focus on, okay? If we look at a 5-minute chart, look at this. Look at how volatile it's been over the past 24 hours, okay? Really very volatile. We opened up yesterday at 27,200-ish level, and we rallied to 27,600-ish level, which is up here. Let's just highlight it so you could see it. But we couldn't break above it. And every time we hit it, we've recoiled. Okay. Now, on the bottom side, look at how beautiful that range bound is. Every time we hit 26,900-ish level, we bounced. Okay. So we're right here in the middle of that range at 27,003-ish area, 328 right now. So with that said, nothing jumping at me right now, but this could become really ugly in the next couple of days, because if they don't have a decisive win and he contests, if President Trump contests some of these mail-in votes, then this could be dragged out for a much longer time. So keep that in mind as we're going into today. Now, looking at the stocks, Facebook, it's at, it's also trading within a range, really nothing really clear. Microsoft bouncing off of that range at $200, okay, that we mentioned earlier. What is interesting is Alcoa trading above this $13, okay, $13.76 right now, above its resistance. If it could maintain it and sustain it, we could see ourselves $14.75. I don't want to celebrate that too soon because I think we're going to be more news-driven, news-related trading today as we continue. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, a nice little rally all the way up to 14,000. Now, it has had some resistance-ish area in here. Okay, I would love for it to really close above this 14,200-ish level for it to be a continuation of somewhat of a upward trend as we continue here. Okay, but do expect volatility. Do expect a lot of erratical moves, especially if they're news driven. Okay, in the next couple of days, nothing has come out from the United States, so there's no decision as to who the next president is as of yet. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.